Basically, we about to go and put in some work. Y'all see me, we give to the homeless, do all the other shit, but on this situation, we get a chance to get back to these puppies, get to these dogs. Some of them might get put to sleep. Some of them might get a home. You never know, but I'm alive and well. God bless me, so let's eat some. Let y'all in on a little secret, right? So, I didn't have the easiest childhood. So, from time to time when I come to Walmart, I do like to go by the toy section. Look at the action figures, just kind of make me reminisce on some of the toys I still want to this day. Have been given me. Even though I know it's not about toys, I'm still tempted to do it. Those skills work. Those skills work. What? Do they work? This is what? They work? Yeah. Can I step on it real quick, please? Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, 300. That ain't right. I mean, 340 pounds. I'm not 340. Ain't right. All right. Do this.
Got it. Oh man, thank you, man.
Make it like Christmas.
Appreciate it.
You're good, man. I like it.
You want to take a picture with him?
They call me the Hulk. You know, I turn into the Hulk. When I'm in the gym, man, make it better.
What we do here is go
I start getting to the Hulk. I'm not mad yet. So, ready? 1, 2, take a picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3, awesome. Go.
Got you, man. Thank you, man.
Make it like Christmas. Huh? Yeah, I know. You know how I go. Merry Christmas. Hey, shout out to the great and powerful Shu, Patricia, Brandy, so many people, people who help, here and of course, great and powerful, even out there in Seattle. Appreciate you guys. Mr. Robert, Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. Love that man. Love him to death. And I should get mine right here. I do YouTube.
Oh, YouTube
TV
tonight.
shows, stuff like that.
Because I'm a big YouTube fan. What's your channel?
The Real Hulk. DA space
DA
Real Hulk. HULK.
HULK. Ooh. Let me go ahead and subscribe. Ooh, he has 44K.
Somebody about really, really happy. It's just amazing how they always say that African Americans never on time. I'm here. I'm waiting on non-African Americans. Anybody behind me? Let me checking out my new shoes. They all weird. You know, tell nobody to keep these stuff. We got to slip it down anyway. Oh, you. Oh, okay.
So we're here local. We're local bodybuilders. We're in the area, and we rescue dogs and whatnot. So we just wanted to kind of come. We're shooting some YouTube videos and bringing awareness to the situation in Texas with the adoption, all that stuff. So we wanted to come introduce ourselves real quick, and we've got a donation to give you guys as well. So
Nice. Do you want to see some dogs?
yes, yeah, absolutely,
Nice.
absolutely.
Well, our kennel techs know most of the ones that have big personalities.
Okay.
So you can see. I believe that's what they're gonna go get.
Okay.
So much dogs.
Perfect.
Is there anyone in particular that you want to see?
No, not anybody in particular.
No? Just everybody?
We can take a look.
Alright.
Yeah, just kind of breeze through.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Let me go get 'em.
Hey y'all, we're back once again. I know y'all heard about Story Behind the Fur. This is my family right now. We're not in the gym. We're at the Mesquite
Animal Services.
Mesquite Animal Services, and I almost stopped at that building over there at the but wrong building, Merry Christmas to me. I used to come here a while ago and just bring treats and different stuff like that, but it's very, very beautiful. You can come here on a Saturday instead of going to the malls and all that other stuff, and really take the time out to see some of these babies. Now, when I was coming here, I think a lot of those dogs got put to sleep. Some of them, they do get adopted, different things like that. But to be here and see people who can take outside of themselves, we work on our bodies, but to take outside of yourself to show love and to show concern or even show any type of attention to another, not human, but another that needs to be loved. Y'all know my story. I used to be homeless, but these guys, I'm very proud of these guys, man. They've been doing this for years. 4 rescue dogs, the great and powerful Ben, aka Mr. Rage. We got Jean. You can't see her muscles right now. She's trying to cover them up right now. There you go. And then we got the great and powerful Marine. Story behind the muscle. But this is not a story behind the muscle. It's a story behind the fur. So everybody's gonna give their own little intake and kind of let you guys know how we're giving back. Please, everything you see us do, repeat it. If you can just copy what we're doing, God is leading us, so let God lead you. Give. Give is always better than receiving. Give. God will bless you. Put on speakers.
Yeah, so you guys from earlier in the video, you guys understand, our heart for dogs, and it's for me, it's pretty heartbreaking to see, the shape that a lot of these dogs, are in when they come into the shelter. So we just have a lot of appreciation for Gene and what you guys do. And so I wanted to just open it up to you a little bit so that we can raise the awareness that we talked about. And, if you could maybe just tell some struggles or things that people could do in the community to help the shelters and what you guys need.
Sure. So the Mesquite Animal Shelter gets about 6,000 animals a year in. We have 52 stray dog kennels and 35 stray cat kennels. So we're always 100% full. We're really proud that we have almost achieved 2 years of a 90% or higher save rate. That officially makes us a
That's
no-kill
awesome.
shelter. But I won't call us a no-kill shelter because we do still have to occasionally euthanize for space, and that's the hardest part.
Right.
You know, it's nothing that we want to do. We haven't euthanized any for space this month, so I'm really excited about that. And there's only 4 days left, so we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. But the number one thing that we need people to do, and this is not just our community, but pretty much any community, especially in Texas, is spay or neuter your pets. If they're not getting born, they're not coming here. And that's, you know, you think you're going to be able to place all those puppies and kittens, or you think you're going to be able to sell them. You're not. And even if you do, chances are they're going to end up here eventually, because people aren't getting the education they need to actually train them and bring them up. And so when they develop those behavior problems, because they, just like if your kids, if you didn't give your kids any direction, they're going to run wild. So same thing with the dogs and cats, and then they end up here. So spay and neuter your pets. Also in the South, especially right now, keep them vaccinated. By law, the only thing you have to vaccinate them for is rabies, but this is a huge parvo area. And we've seen so much parvo, not just at the shelter, but our vet clinics have seen it too. It's 100% preventable and is gonna be fatal. If they don't get that vaccination, and they catch parvo, which is so easy to catch. It's such a strong virus and it's everywhere in the environments here, especially in Texas. It is devastating. So please keep your pets vaccinated. Ask your vet every year what they need, because it's different in any community that you live in, and they know what they've seen and what they need to be vaccinated against. And then come out and adopt. I mean,
Yeah, of course,
absolutely.
of course.
You're looking for a pet, go to a shelter, come out and adopt, because the more people go to a shelter, the less breeders are going to know that, you know, or people that are just backyard breeding are going to have people coming to them. And so it's going to be just better for the shelters to get them there. And we have fantastic animals.
Yeah, absolutely. So it sounds like obviously you guys work in a reactive manner. You know, that's you have to respond to what comes in. So
Yeah.
you know, if you got, it sounds like the main thing is education for people and responsibilities. If you guys would please share this video, get this story out there, that we want to bring awareness. And we know that obviously Texas is especially kind of hit hard by this in the stray dog, you know, epidemic. So guys, if you would share this and help get the information out there so that we can raise more awareness.
You know, coming, like what I was saying, coming through the doors of the animals and stuff. What I was telling Ben is seeing that empty, you know, them going home is like what you want to see. And they have so many here. And, you know, we've rescued 4 already. And it's like, there's such a blessing to us because, you know, they all come from different stories. Just like we said, story behind the fur. And, you know, you giving back to them just brings a lot of like joy and happiness to your family. Maybe something that you've been missing. You know, that's why. And it's, you know, it's so affordable to get, you know, a rescue dog or to get them spayed, like you said. You know,
That's one thing. That's one thing about a dog. You can go out and buy a car. You can buy new clothes. You can do all that stuff, and that stuff don't love you back. If you go out and spend a little bit of money on a dog and adopt a dog, you will have, for as long as they're alive, you will have an unconditional love and a partner for life. So.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're depressed, there's been studies that have shown that getting a dog or a cat helps you out of your depression. If you're overweight, you get a dog, you have to take that dog for a walk. I mean, that's an excuse to get out there. If you're, you know, just feeling stuck, focus on something outside of yourself. And that's the perfect excuse to get a pet, is you have to focus on them. Studies have been shown that petting a cat will lower your blood pressure and help with heart disease. Having a dog or a cat helps with heart disease. So there's, you know, science behind this to get a pet.
And it teaches responsibility too.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So when you say it teaches kids responsibility, so I get a lot of parents saying, well, my kids want a dog and they say they're going to take care of it, but I know I'm going to end up taking care of it. One great way to test that is to foster for a rescue group. So a foster is temporary, and you can tell your kids, listen, we're going to foster a dog. I'm going to see how well you do take care of it. And if you pass that test, then we're going to go save another one that you get to pick out. So that's a fantastic way to do that. And you get to save 2 lives instead of 1. Or you can just foster over and over and over again, and you can constantly have a new dog, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
One more thing I would love to say, man, like I said, this to me is what not only makes you human. You know, people always feel like because I can take care of myself and I can pay my own and I can do my own, that makes you a man or that makes you a real woman. When you can take time out to not only take care of yourself, and take care of your people, but take care of things that you don't even have to take care of because God put that in your heart. To me, that's what makes you real people. That's what makes you a real man or a real woman, that you can do outside of yourself. Like they say in the Bible, God says, do unto others like you want others to do unto you. I was in a position, and to me, the adoption, I feel, I would probably go and adopt a dog because of one reason. I used to be in a position where I wanted somebody to come and save me and give me a better place, and somebody did. People know about me being homeless, but nobody know about how I became unhomeless. And some of these animals, you come out here, you visit them, you see them, they're gonna go back in that cage. So let's do everything we can, not only to give, but get them out of that cage and give them, just like you want somebody to give them a place that they can be loved, a place they can be cared for, a place they can be known, a place they can just live the rest of their life and be happy. The same way you want to others as you want others to do unto you. So the Hulk,
Mr. Rage.
Gene.
Unique.
we're gonna make it like Christmas time. Y'all know what that means? Rock, rock.